What is up, guys? It's your boy Handy Killcam, and I'm coming at you live with episode 28 of the OG podcast. I'm your co-host Handy Killcam, along with my co-host.
OG Krugsta.
And today we're going to be talking about various topics. You know how we always like to do. We like to go just do it by the wing it and just fly it. So, you know what I'm going to say, OG? How was your week?
Kind of interesting, actually. I actually have working cell phone now. I'll sell you a service, I should say. I actually have the same phone I've always had for a while, but I went to a different carrier with a good plan, and everything worked out, so I'm no longer off the grid. So
Nice. Nice.
people can actually contact me verbally now, with the exception of like Facebook voice. But most people don't use that. But people can actually straight up call me now, so that's kind
Yeah,
of
I was
something
gonna
to
say
get
who you.
used to.
I've never used Facebook Voice to be honest. I think it's
I've actually had a few people do that to me. They were like, I'd really need to talk to you, and I realized the only thing you do is Facebook Messenger, and there was this call button. It's like, oh yeah, there you go. So there's a couple of people I've actually talked to through Facebook Messenger. Kind of a way to get around cell phone type stuff if you don't want to actually have cell service. But the only problem with it is you would need Wi-Fi if you're on the go. So you're still better off getting cell service,
yeah.
which is what I eventually did. So no worries.
Who's your
So that
plan?
was kind of exciting.
Who's your plan if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I went to Metro PCS. Basically,
Oh,
I got
interesting.
two lines for $50 a month. You get unlimited talks and text, and then 2 gigs of data, which is not that big a deal because mostly use Wi-Fi for my gaming anyway. So the
Right.
data is not that big a deal. It's really just for like Pandora Radio or uh, like googling maps somewhere to go.
No, that works.
Yeah, but other than that, I actually haven't been playing Duel Links at all lately. Most of my gaming's been focused between Seven Knights and Final Fantasy 15.
Hmm.
Um, the woman loves watching me play Final Fantasy 15, and she was like, "You stop playing it, and I want to watch you play it again." So I said, "Screw it, I'll start playing a little more often." So what I did was I actually, because I had already beaten the game, and I've done 98% of the side quests except for one that I can't do because I wasn't prepared. So what I did was I started over doing what's called a new game plus, which is
Hmm.
interesting because a new game plus, which a Final Fantasy game I don't think has ever had before,
No, say
so that's kind
that's
of
new.
cool. But what it is basically is you get to play the game, the story from start to finish with the same equipment you had when you stopped.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, so all those, powered weapons, and I'm still all level 99. All of that is still applied into the new game. I'm just replaying the story over again, redoing like the hunts and quests and all that.
So
So, you know,
you're just like in boss mode, pretty much. Like you're like
oh yeah, I've been like walking through everything so far. I mean, there are certain things that I don't use to make it to where I'm not just completely cheesing the game the entire way because there are some really cheap items you get later in the game. So I'm avoiding using those and just using some of the basic stuff to be kind of fair, for the sake of story. But really been enjoying replaying the game over again, and of course I've been pushing Seven Nights because that's just my mobile RPG thing that I'm getting going. Like the guild's getting strong and all that good stuff. So that's more or less the highlights. And of course, there's one other thing that I'm excited about, which is basically Video Games Live coming to San Antonio.
yeah, I know. I
So
was very excited about that.
yeah, so I'm gonna try my best to go to that. We'll see what happens as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Um,
do you wanna try to go together, or what's the game plan? Cause it's actually the day before my birthday.
yeah, I
Um,
noticed that. And I happen to be off that day too. So that part's easy. The two things that I'm trying to make sure is I can budget it
okay,
and that I don't have to drive there because I have a bad time driving anywhere near downtown. So
okay.
that's kind of like my issue. So as long as I don't have to drive and when I get paid as soon I have the money, I should be good to go. Right now tickets are like $22,
Yeah, which is
which is
not
not
bad. It's not bad.
yeah. So I did a little research to make sure I was kind of prepared. But that's the prices of right now for those interested in video games live, which more or less is a it's like a I don't want to call it it's either a concert or an orchestra, but basically what it is it's basically video game music being played as if you were at a symphony. It's actually really really cool. I've actually seen it on TV before, and that's actually on my bucket list of life to actually attend. So, and I believe this is the second time they've been to San Antonio. I may be wrong. It's either their first or their second, but I'm pretty sure it's their second time. So yeah, more or less, that's more or less the week, which is actually more than I normally say. I actually had an interesting week.
Oh, he said, wait, what did Crew Dog say? Hold on, Crew Dog said something. Hold on, my bad. I didn't even have the thing. I didn't even have Deepbot opened up. Hold on,
You
let
were
me.
just not prepared.
Yo, Deepbot. Yo, Crew Dog. Thank you for that host. Let's see what he just said. I have the chat open in the stream, but hold on. Let's see what he said.
The paper.
Babe,
Yes, throw all that stuff away. Come on.
babe, you're yelling. What did you say, Crew Dog? My bad, man. Oh my Jesus, I should have told you you would have came. That would have been awesome. I think that's what you said. My bad, man. I totally didn't have Dbot open. I was kind of like in a rush because my wife didn't get here with the food until like 6 o'clock. So like I was like in major rush of eating. But yeah, I would definitely love to come or definitely love to go, man. It would be freaking awesome to do that.
Oh yeah,
I think we could definitely do it. Hold on, let's see what he
I've
said.
personally always had a passion for video game music. Like I'm one of the few people in the world who actually have bumped video game soundtracks to my car. You've been a testament to this before, whether you've noticed it or not. Um, but yeah, like I've always like been into video gaming music, and to actually be a part of that would be one of the best things in life.
Uh,
To make me more or less content.
definitely, man. Oh, I should have texted you and let you know. Yo, what up, Lee? What up, man? Yo, I gotta tell you, man, we been getting so much hype about the podcast. It's freaking crazy. Like everybody, I've been getting so many compliments about the podcast, man. It's been outrageous. In fact, one of the people actually came to me and told me they were like, man, we really enjoy your podcast. The way you guys do your content is pretty fun and interesting. And they said that it actually helps them have a better day when they were having a bad day at work. So shouts
Oh,
out,
nice.
yeah. So that's pretty cool. Um, but let's see, my week was pretty crazy, but crazy in a good way. I got my new PC, which is my laptop, and it's really running really like I have no complaints. The stream runs flawlessly. I don't have no hiccups, no worries, no crashes, nothing. Everything is running great. So I'm really excited about that. Um, I don't
That's
have
awesome.
I have no lagging issues, nothing like that. So it's really really cool. And then um I've just been playing like a bunch of random games. I've playing like been trying like the new free games that are out right now. Uh, secretly I've been trying the game called Paladins. It's okay. It's kind of like its own take to Overwatch, but it's just not the same. Um, but I like it. But it brings more of the first person aspect. Yo, Lee, thank you for that host. It brings more of a first person aspect, like a Call of Duty kind of aspect of it to Overwatch, but it's still cartoony.
Mhm.
But it's still cartoony, and it still has the like what you call it, the Heroes of the Storm kind of battle. What is a Blizzard? It's still got a Blizzard feel to it. Like they have all these different characters. The only thing that I didn't like is like you actually have to purchase the other characters. So I wasn't really feeling that at all.
So
Um,
you can't unlock them; you have to buy them.
you have to buy them with in-game currency or with your own money. Uh, now I mean, in-game currency is not that bad because I mean, like, you know, I mean, you could probably get it, but I could say when I was playing the game, I didn't get that much in-game currency. So I don't know if you have to purchase the in-game currency or if it's like a daily, like you get like a daily, like it gives you daily in-game currency. Yo, 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 what up, Carrion? But as far as like the longevity of like unlocking the characters, I wasn't feeling that because there's no like way of just unlocking them themselves. And
Yeah.
then um another game that I was secretly playing was kind of like a bust a move game, but it's called Bubble Adventure. It's out for Xbox. It's free. I was playing it and it was alright. It's just again, it was just like regular bust a move. So I wasn't
Just a
like
different title.
yeah, just different title and a different puzzle scene. He said I am god of you're god of paladins. Huh. Well, I'll have to challenge you to that. He said there's only some characters you can buy though. Yeah, and then the more you level up and unlock stuff, you get more in-game coins everyday login. Okay, so I was kind of right. It's like an everyday login, you get coins, but it's not
That
like
makes sense.
yeah. But the only thing I didn't like was is like if I'm grinding the game, like if I play like 20 games, I should get like 1,000 in game currency or like 200 or 100. That was the one thing I was like, well, I should get something, but
Yeah.
I
Instead
get
of just having to depend on a login, you should be able to do something else to earn it as well.
right. I was expecting like more than just a daily bonus per se. So yeah, you're actually real far away from your mic. You might want to get a little bit closer. I don't because I can barely hear you. Nah, I was
Yeah,
hearing you.
I did kind of get a little further away.
Okay,
so
okay. I
that
was
should
just,
be good now.
okay. I was just, I could hear you. I could hear you fine earlier. But now you're further away. And then, let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I finally got to play some games with the team stream that I'm in, which is Team Ponage. We played some Overwatch
Nice.
last night. We actually really did really well as a team. Um, it was I think we only lost like a couple of matches, and then we played a team that had over like a lot of hours, like a lot of hours. I forget the amount. They kicked our butt, but we actually won one game. So I feel like once we all get together and we start playing more, we would do well. And the ironic thing about this whole team is practically it was me and a bunch of girls. So it was kind of
Nice.
cool. It was kind of cool. It was definitely kind of cool.
You're the coach of the female team, guys.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. You know. Yeah, you need to get Overwatch, Lee. Definitely, it's one of my favorite games that I play. And then I've been playing some. Still, I've been playing some Call of Duty game battles. I didn't go well today because apparently they decided to remove like the NA like for you can't like make any more custom like custom teams anymore. I don't know what happened, but ironically, the person's name or person's team that I was in, which is Lee, he's in here right now. I was waiting for him and I didn't know he wasn't. I didn't think he was playing with us, so I left his team to make my own team, so I can be in charge of stuff, so I can get things going, and it wouldn't let us create a team at all. So, yeah,
Whoops.
I didn't. We didn't really per se get to play game battles, but we played Search and Destroy, and we did really well. But mainly, I just been focusing on working on my stream and getting my stream better, getting it looked better, and just adding all kinds of different stuff, and just trying to make my my stream stand out from everybody else's, pretty much.
That's
Not
legit.
not necessarily because I'm better, but just because I want to be different. He said, we also need to get. Yeah, we do, man. Yeah, we do. But I didn't know. I thought me and you weren't playing together no more because I saw you on and you were playing with somebody else. So I was like, well, okay. I think I just need to leave the team and do my own thing. So that's what I did. It wasn't like no disrespect or nothing, but I didn't hear from you, I didn't know what was going on, so don't think I left. I actually waited for you for like an hour. So, yeah. And then Headshot, I stayed up all night and fell asleep watching your stream today. Dang, for real? Dang, Headshot, that's what's up, man. Dude, I got some diehard fans out there, man. I love you guys so much. You guys are freaking awesome, man. Much love to you guys. You guys are like 100. Also, please go follow my boy OG Crunkster's YouTube. He does a lot of mobile gaming, and a lot of cool stuff in mobile gaming. And he does a lot of cool videos. So go check him out.
I think I've actually been doing this for a year now. Now that I think about it,
Yeah, I think you have.
I think I started either June or July of last year, so I just realized that.
It's almost your birthday.
Yeah, that pretty much.
I'm gonna have to go drop some money in your PayPal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Big MCC 18 at what is it? AOL.com is his PayPal account. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it on blast just because I can. If there's someone that wants to know his PayPal account and doesn't know it, hit me up and I'll give it to you directly. He doesn't have any links. He doesn't have anything like that because he just feels like he shouldn't have to do that. But I just tell him it's not that you're pressuring people when you put it out there. It's just people want to bless you and you should have it out there. So I'm putting his PayPal out there, guys. Anyway, he can get at me about it later. What's up, Angela? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. I can't wait for my B-Day. Oh, your B-Day's on Saturday. That's what's up. My birthday's on the 16th, man. And of July. And Big MCC's is on the Big MCC's. OG Crunksters is on the 31st of July. So
30th.
Is it 30th?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I feel like
Don't worry, everybody mixes it up. Even my own girlfriend mixes it up. So
no, you know what it is, and I'm gonna be like 100 like transparent with you, is because I know your birthday is like after Tiffany, or your birthday is around Tiffany Davis's birthday, and I don't ever want to give you Tiffany Davis's birthday.
Right, I got you.
Her birthday's the 31st, so and I don't know why I remember her birthday over your birthday.
I thought we were friends, man.
I know. How do I remember her birthday out of everybody else's birthday? Yeah, happy birthday, Lee.
That's all good.
You come into the stream on my birthday, man. I give you some points. What's up, 14? What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Speaking of mobile gaming, how about you go ahead and hit us with your little mobile gaming news real quick.
Okay, so before I actually get into that, there's one more thing I kind of wanted to bring up too, because it kind of has to do with YouTube, and you were kind of bringing that up. So I wanted to bring it up now that it's on my mind. A few episodes back, we discussed how YouTube is kind of giving people the shaft as far as giving people money because of companies like McDonald's not wanting to advertise on YouTube. I found out on accident that what YouTube more or less is doing is that they're more or less looking at our content, and if it's not PG, they won't allow commercials on your thing, so you cannot get paid. But if you have videos that are considered PG, you will still be able to gain commercials, thus making money. Right. So that's kind of how YouTube balanced that issue they had with advertising companies being upset about, being on certain people's channels because of the fact that some people, post a lot of aggressive things.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
It's a little weird because I don't know. Oh, I guess that's okay because I can understand someone like McDonald's not wanting to be a part of someone who's like, giving out content that might be negative depending on, who the YouTuber is and what they're talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? It does suck that, we have to be censored to some degree, but I don't think that they're necessarily, not giving people money who curse or anything like that.
Right.
I think it's about the content.
Yeah.
So, in that case, I think it's okay because, it's about representing a brand, and if a brand doesn't like what you're doing, they shouldn't have to pay you. So I kind of get that.
Yeah. And here's the thing, and you know, and I gotta look at the flip side of the coin of it. I'm not saying I'm against it. You know, me being having a daughter, I totally think that it's, you know, it's appropriate, because too many people like my daughter and my nephews, they just get on YouTube and they find anything. A lot of people don't know that there's YouTube for kids. There's an actual YouTube app called YouTube for Kids, and it automatically filters all that stuff. But a lot of people
Right.
don't know that. But so here, what are we playing today? We're actually doing the podcast today. We are not going to be playing any games today. Maybe one day in the future we might play a game during the podcast. Um, but my argument about it is, if they're making a fuss about it now, why didn't they say in the beginning, like right when, you know, YouTube was going to accept ads for you know, for their videos? Why didn't the company say, okay, if you want us to have your ads on your videos, this is how it's got to go? But think about how long YouTube's had ads on videos. And for Jesus, let's say, you know, at least what, 4 or 5 years? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, and think about all the videos that have been monetized, and it wasn't a big deal now, but now all of a sudden it's a big deal. So my argument to that is, I totally agree, but if that was something that they were really serious about, I think they would have been done it from the jump street. I think what happened is that there was a video that was too obscene, and somebody made a big deal about it, threatened McDonald's and blah 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 blah, threatened all these other companies, and said, you know, how are you gonna support this blah blah blah, and it caused a big outrage. So then McDonald's and, you know, Pepsi and all these other companies that you know, that withdrew from YouTube had to make a stand, because they didn't want to face any repercussions from the situation. That's how I feel that what happened. And
And that's kind of where it is right there. The reason it didn't happen in the beginning is because they didn't see this coming. They weren't prepared for it. You have to keep in mind that when YouTube was first allowing monetizations on videos, YouTube wasn't a huge deal to the point to where people were really making money off of it.
yeah, that's true.
YouTube only recently became a big phenomenon of people being stars and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's more or less why that happened, is because they just didn't see it coming and it kind of slipped up on them. So now they have to react. I know.
I mean, and then my other argument to that too. Oh well, not my other argument, but the comment that I want to make. And Lisa, they started pulling ads, because of companies ads were playing. And I totally get the reason why. But and then here's the thing too, because I'm actually partnered on YouTube. I'm actually partnered with Freedom Networks. Please don't judge me for being partnered with Freedom Networks. I actually am partnered with Freedom Networks because of the resources, not because of the money. I know I don't get the money that I deserve, or whatever the case may be, all the arguments that people make. Yo, welcome to the Kill Cam Squad, where we chill and we kill and we have no drama. Welcome to the Kill Cam Squad, man. But like, my thing is that if you know, no baby. Oh, okay, I thought she was gonna come over here and talk, but they what was I going at? They were, you know, the whole thing about the whole situation is that, like, my partnership was telling me, well, they didn't tell me personally, they made a video. The main things that they will not accept is like strong sexual explicit stuff, and then they will not accept like Disney characters that are like promoting violence or stuff like that. So, you know, like people like that make like like Mickey Mouse like going on a killing spree and all that stuff. Those are the kinds of things that YouTube is not monetizing. But and that's what they brought it down to. But I don't know. I just feel that it the only thing that I feel that it messes up is it's like I feel like there's a bigger audience to the adult, entertainment. Oh, not adult entertainment. That almost sounds like pornography. But I
Yep.
feel I feel like there's more adults watching YouTube than anything, and I feel that we should be able to express. Like if I want to say the F word on my podcast, I should be able to say the F word on my podcast. You know what I mean? Not
Right.
that you know what I mean, and but it also depends too on how you title your videos and how you monetize your or how you put what you put in the descriptions. So if I was to put like anything racist or anything derogatory, then I automatically lose monetization. So. But I mean, there's always that one person that messes it up for the whole bunch. So you really just gotta do what it do, I guess.
And that's what people do. Actually, what there's another person that I subscribe to that does some funny videos, and he actually brought it up once in one of his videos that he has I forgot what it's called, but it's some kind of an account that people can donate to. Uh, so when someone likes his YouTube videos, I guess he has like a link or something on it, and you can donate to whatever that website is.
And you didn't
And then
and
I think it's
you
a
already
website
took them off,
that's
but
similar to YouTube that you can do videos and whatnot. So there are ways, there are back ways to do it. I just don't know the verbiage because I wasn't actually going to go that far into it. But since we're kind of going into, it, I figured I'd bring it up. So people are still making money, just not necessarily directly off of YouTube as much. They usually use another thing to kind of supplement what they lost to begin with.
Yeah. In fact, I think Lee was talking about it. It was called like a Patreon.
Yeah, that's what
Uh,
the Patreon. That's it.
yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Patreon's is a little I don't know. It's cool. It's just not my thing. The reason why I don't do Patreon is the only reason why is because it's like it's not that Patreon's a bad thing, but it just like people put like weird stuff for Patreon, and I just feel like Patreon is like kind of weird in that aspect. Like I won't say a friend, but they used to be a friend of mine. I used to play with them all the time. Used to game with them all the time, and they actually started streaming before I did. And they're kind of I won't say big, but they get a more viewer base than I do. But on their Patreon, because they don't accept game whiffs, they don't do any of that. On their Patreon, they offer, at a certain level of the Patreon, they offer new photos. That bothers me, and I, I just, I don't know. I just feel like that makes it dirty. I don't care about your background. I don't care if you used to be a model, whatever the case may be. If you're an adult model, or whatever the case may be, you should keep that and gaming separate. That should not go along with your gaming. Now, if you're doing like a live stream, like live shoot or something like that, of your modeling and stuff like that, then of course. But and every time I go to a Patreon, there's always something like a little bit shady that just doesn't make any sense, and it's just like I don't know, and I just don't like it. It just puts a bad taste in my mouth for me personally. So I don't feel. I tried a Patreon. I have a Patreon account. I think I just have a tier for $1 and that's it. And after I did some more research on Patreon, me personally as a streamer, I just wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because.
And I have no intention of getting it either, because I mean, honestly, I kind of do the YouTube thing for fun. That's not what I depend on financially. So, because I have a job, so like that's kind of where my main money comes from. This is kind of something I kind of do for fun, which is why I don't really stress so much about the lack of money or whatever YouTube's
Mhm.
making. I honestly could care less. If I mean, even if they just give me a penny, that's fine. I'll
Yeah.
probably just sit in my account for however long. And I'm not really tripping over that. So. But I'm just putting it out there for others who do care and are kind of interested, kind of a scenario,
Definitely, definitely, definitely. You know me. I just like to talk about the flip side on how I feel about things.
Yeah,
Like I said, I definitely don't feel that Patreon's a bad thing. It's just what I've seen from Patreon. It was, pretty uh, weird.
yeah,
Um, I too get money from YouTube, but it's only like 3 cents, and I'm the same way. Same thing with Twitch. There's sometimes I don't get no donations, no bits. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's still a good day to me. As long as I got people here, even if I don't got people here, I still love doing what I do. I do it for the love of what I do more than to make money. So, and I think that's where it needs to be and how it should be.
right.
What's the mobile game thing you wanted to speak of?
So you asked me a question a week ago during the E3 podcast,
Uh oh.
and you asked me, was there anything in mobile gaming? And the general answer I more or less gave you was no.
Uh huh.
Um, and which is still the case. Now, some people might argue, well, they had Nintendo Switch, but Nintendo Switch is not.
It's not mobile gaming.
It's kind of, and it actually in the article that I read, a lot of people were saying that Nintendo Switch kind of blurs the line between if it's a console or a mobile gaming thing. But when I talk about
Interesting.
mobile gaming in general, I'm not talking about the Switch. I'm typically talking about games that people would typically play on their Android or iPhone devices, tablets, phones, things like that. So anytime that I talk about mobile gaming, it is not including the Switch, which will lead me into what I'm talking about now.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, because of the lack of mobile gaming, there was a group of people who actually were interviewing people about mobile gaming. They were like, they kind of feel that mobile gaming deserves to be in the E3 spotlight.
I would think so.
Uh,
I would definitely think
I
so.
completely agree. So they asked a lot of people, and believe it or not, a lot of the people in the industry were kind of like, no, they wanted nothing to do with the conversation. Like a lot of people feel that mobile gaming is still taboo, which is kind of sad because mobile gaming is making tons of money.
Do you think
It's even
I don't mean to cut you off, but do you think it's because they feel like mobile gaming is a big threat?
well, I don't know that they think that it's a threat. I think that they are kind of used to the way things are,
Mm-hmm.
and this is kind of a new thing that they're just not willing to accept yet. Because consoles are still making money. You know what I mean? They're not really dying out anytime soon. But what consoles are not? Well, actually, the only thing that's noticed anything is Nintendo as far as gaming consoles, which is why Nintendo has Pokemon Go, Fire Emblem, things like that. Nintendo is the first and only console that's really been putting, any real effort into mobile gaming, and that's where I think Nintendo will continue to stay in business because they will be kind of console and mobile gaming. So they're already ahead of the game, which is interesting to say because we've been talking a long time about how Sony and Microsoft are always ahead of Nintendo. This is the one area that Nintendo has them shut down. Like Sony and Microsoft don't even have a leg to stand on. Like that's
They really
really
don't.
where Nintendo's
They
ahead.
really don't. They really don't. When it comes to
Yeah,
technology, they really don't. Uh,
you know,
Go ahead.
they're too focused on building the most fastest and competitive machine in the world and
4K resolution. We're gonna talk about that later.
4K and all this kind of stuff. And what they're not realizing is that a lot, especially the new generation and some of our generation, but a lot of the newer generations actually game on their mobile device. And this is kind of how the article put it down. So for the people who do actually care for mobile gaming, they ask some questions like, so do you enjoy mobile gaming, this and that, or what type of gaming do you prefer? And then in the forefront, of course, I said, "Oh yeah, I like Nintendo or I like Sony or whatever." And I said, "Okay, what are you actually playing?" And like more than half the games they mentioned were mobile games
Mobile
and not
games.
console games.
You know why? You know what it
So
is? And
mhm,
you know what it is because mobile games are convenient.
they're very
I
convenient.
could play. I could.
And
I could play. I could play Candy Crush on the toilet. I mean, yo, we got a donation. Let's go. Why is it not popping up though? What's up?
oh,
Yo, what? Oh my Jesus. Why is it not popping up though? Oh!
Donation hype heavy checkmark.
Thank you so much for that donation, man. I don't know how much it was because it didn't pop up on the screen. So let me get my phone real quick. And thank you so much. I don't know why it didn't pop up. The sound came, but it didn't pop up. What kind of craziness is that? $10 from Crew Dog. Crew Dog, thank you so much, man. You already know I'm about to split that with OG. You already know, so it's getting split with OG. I already told you guys whatever donations come through during the podcast get split down the middle. So thank you so much, OG. Thank you so much, Crew Dog. You are awesome, man.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you so much. Freaking awesome. Man, every time that stuff happens, I just get like shocked and like I'm like, wow, it's freaking amazing.
Well, we don't really expect it.
I don't.
You know, we're
I
just
really-
kind of doing our thing, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden stuff happens. And,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
That's all
it's-
good.
it's
Not
definitely
upset
all-
at that.
No, definitely not upset at that. Definitely not upset at that. But you know, it's like I was saying, like I couldn't even play video. You know, I watched more Twitch on my phone than I do anywhere else. Because it's just convenient. And
It's convenient.
It's convenient. You know, and like
Me personally, like I've had to go to doctor's appointments a lot, either for myself or my family, and mobile gaming has been right there. I guess the one thing I can do like while I'm
Yo, another donation. Let's go. Oh my Jesus. Another donation by Crew Dizzle. Let's go. Hi. Let's go. Thank you, Crew Dog, so much, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
a lottery and he's splitting it.
Yep. I know, yep. Definitely, like we said, it's getting split down the middle. Thank you so much, Crew Dizzle, man. That's awesome of you, man.
We appreciate that, man.
For real. God, much
That
love.
might be our video games live concert money right there.
Yeah, you just paid for our ticket, pretty much. we might go VIP now. No, I'm just kidding.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know how. I saw that there was a
They
VIP.
actually do have a VIP. I read a little bit about it. I don't know enough to be able to kind of relay it to you yet, but they do actually have a VIP thing. Not sure that I'm really interested, but
Me
we'll see.
neither. I mean, it depends. If it gets really good seats, why not? You know, but we'll see. We'll look into it.
We'll see.
Yeah, like I said, it's just convenient. Like it's just convenient, man. Like
And the guy that I was reading the article about, he mentioned that he kind of did a comparison. So how the people were saying that even though they play Sony or whatever, they tell you Sony up front, but then you realize that they play mobile games. He compared it to coffee. He's like, so a lot of times you ask them, well, how do you like your coffee? A lot of people will say, well, I like it black or this or that. But then when you actually see them buying coffee, they actually buy something else. They buy something that's milky, also like white chocolate mocha. It's not what they initially said. The reason that people are responding the way they are is because that's how they're used to doing it. That's how they're kind of programmed. They don't really think about it. It's just the first thing that comes in their head. So they don't realize until after the fact they're like, oh, wow, I actually am playing a lot more mobile games.
yeah.
And, you know, it's kind of a thing. And then they also said that they looked at recent numbers, and it's actually projected by the end of next year, mobile games will be more or less making just as much, if not potentially more, than console gaming in general. Like, mobile gaming is becoming a big deal, and most of these consoles are not really jumping on there. And I mean, that's going to hurt them, especially since
is.
Nintendo's already ahead.
It is. And how much are the tickets? Standard tickets are $22.
$22, yeah.
$22. Crew Dog said he wants to go. Come
Yeah,
on,
you
man,
should
let's
swing
go.
by.
Let's go. It's
It's
the day
July
before.
the 15th.
the
I
day
don't think
before
I
my
actually
birthday.
said the date, but it's
No.
July 15th.
Yep.
If you're
Friday.
interested, you're going to be in the Senate. It's out on Saturday.
Is it on Saturday? Oh.
Yeah, July
So wait,
15th is a Saturday.
So my birthday's on a Sunday? Dang, my
Yeah.
birthday's on church? Dang, that means I gotta go to church on my birthday. Go to church. Looks like I'm going to church on my birthday. But that's what's up. Yeah, and another thing too, it's so convenient to play multiplayer with mobile games.
oh,
and,
yeah.
And like me and my wife, like it's a stupid game we play, but we play Song Pop every night together, and it's a stupid game, but it's fun. We play it together. We play more games together on the phone than we do on the PlayStation or any other
me and
console.
my girlfriend's the same way.
You know,
we,
it's just convenient.
very convenient, and also I've been connecting a lot with my other friends too that I hang out with. They also play some of the same games I do. Remember how I told you that I got like almost all of my Saturday crew into my 7 nights game and I'm like, go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what mobile gaming has done, and that's kind of what the Switch does too. Because people, when they were talking about mobile gaming, at first they were thinking they were advertising the Switch, but they weren't. But they also mentioned how with the Switch, they've noticed that they've been actually playing with other gamers more often than they will be playing their systems, because not everybody plays shooter games. And one female, I forgot her name, but it was on there, had made a big point that where mobile gaming is really strong at is their RPGs, because that's how, MMOs was first a big deal when it came to RPGs with World of Warcraft. Mobile gaming does all kinds of RPGs.
Yo, let's go! Oh my God, another donation. Let's go. Let's get it hype, man. Oh my Jesus. Oh, what a freaking crunk podcast day. Oh my Jesus, man. Let's go. Get it hype, man.
To cover the rest of the ticket.
Oh man, you didn't have to do that, bro. Bro, you didn't have to do that. He said to cover the rest of the ticket, man. He went and threw in another $5. You didn't have to do that, bro. Thank you so much. And Diesel Girl said, good thing you have a picture for OG Crunkster. His voice sounded like Geo from Big Bang Theory. I don't watch Big Bang Theory, so I don't know who you're talking about.
I used to watch Big Bang Theory, so I can appreciate that. Thank you.
No offense.
It's actually one of my favorite shows.
Yo! Oh my God! We on fire! Oh my God! Let's go! Oh my Jesus,
so
man!
We're going VIP apparently.
For real, apparently we're going VIP. $20 from Crew Dog, man. Let's go! Hey. Oh my God, man!
That's nuts.
Oh,
my math wrong.
You did your math wrong. It's okay, Crew Dog. You didn't have to do that, man. Man, Crew Dog. You just bought your ticket there too. That could have been your ticket. But dang, Crew Dog, that's what's up. Looks like we're going, man.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Looks like we're going. I'll see if what's gonna happen. See what we could do. Looks like we're going. So looks like I'm probably gonna IRL it live too from my phone. IRL it, stream it. Might as well. I can only do bits and pieces though. You want us to go? We'll go. We'll definitely go. We gotta go now. You guys donated for us to go. We gotta go. There ain't no nothing. Yeah,
we're those who play Texas Hold'em get that.
Yeah. Definitely. Thank you, Crew Dog, so much, man. You're so awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate it. For everybody that's donated.
Appreciate that. For everybody that's donated, for everybody that's in here right now, don't think because you haven't donated that you're not important. Your host is important. Your body being in here is important. Your lurking is important. Everything that you do to come help support this stream, whether it be mentally, spiritually, whatever the case may be, is important. You guys are awesome. Does OG have a Twitch? No, OG does not have a Twitch. He does not stream as of yet. I'm trying.
Yeah, right now I'm just a YouTuber. I just do videos on mobile games right now. That's about it. Maybe sometime in the future, but for right now, I'm just a YouTuber.
This is as close as Twitch as he's gonna get. I mean, he does have a Twitch account to quote unquote follow me on Twitch, but as this, he watches me from his TV, so he doesn't really actually interact in the chat rooms, which is fine. But as of him actually streaming, no, he does not stream as of yet. We hopefully he will do it in the future and in the near future, but
yeah,
we're
actually I do plan on after, because I don't know if I told you, but we're talking about buying a house maybe next year. And if that happens, we'll actually want to get a new PC,
Nice.
because our TVs may be paid off by then. So we'll kind of replace that with the PC kind of thing and see if we can kind of get everything started. I don't know the whole setup yet, but this is kind
Mm-hmm.
of an idea at the head. So we'll see what happens in the future. It's awesome.
Definitely, definitely. What was I gonna say? Definitely. I don't know what the rest I was gonna say, but I'm just like baffled by everything. You guys sure know how to like surprise me and catch me off guard, man. Um,
We do appreciate
he
it.
says,
But no, you were talking about how you felt as far as the mobile gaming scene.
"Oh
Um,
yeah," and like I said, it's convenient to play, you know, like with each other, and it's also convenient. And I'm gonna say this right now because everybody's talking about, oh, the Xbox One S is it's so cheap to do 4K gaming. What if I told you can do 4K gaming on your phone right now?
uh-oh.
Did you not realize that? You are able to stream in 4K with your phone right now. And guess what? You're not paying for your phone. They lease it to you. Yes, you're paying for it on your bill, but you're not paying. You're not having to drop no 500 out of your pocket. You're not having to drop no 800 out of your pocket. There, you can already do 4K. You can stream in 4K. Right now, I can take a 4K video on my phone. So, and I don't need no liquid cooling. I don't need no blah 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 blah. So and that just came to me on the fly. Like I didn't start to think about that because I was like, wait a minute. Even with the Galaxy S8, you can turn it to almost ultra HD as far as the resolution, but you can still stream and you can still do videos at 4K resolution. So technically, you can do 4K resolution. Now, are you done with the whole mobile thing?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
you're
okay,
good. You
okay,
can
okay,
continue.
okay. So before we get into the Xbox stuff, because I've actually found some stuff about Xbox, and I'm going to link the video, and so you guys can see because he actually links a bunch of other videos. I'm actually gonna save that for last because I know it's gonna be a crazy debate, but we're gonna save it for last. Okay, so those that are streamers, those that are Twitch lovers, I got some news for you. For those that don't know, Revelo is already out of business. Revelo is probably one of the revolutional bots out there right now on Twitch because they had this whole redeem service. And I've been looking for a redeem service like that. And I was actually going to switch over to Revelo, but then right when I got my computer, Revelo said they were going to go out of business. Isn't that convenient? So I was starting to do research, and Twitch is making some big moves now that they've been bought by Amazon. They are trying to get rid of well, not get rid of, but they're trying to make it to where you don't need to have third-party elements. They're already being some practices are already being utilized with some of the partners. They have some interactive overlays right now for Hearthstone and a few other games, but they originally are going to be coming out with their own music bot. They're going to be coming out with their own donation service. They're going to be coming out with their own um 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 like redeeming service. Everything that you go their own alert service, everything that you go to Streamlabs, everything that you go to all these other third party services are finally going to be wrapped off into one. Mainly because why shouldn't it be? You should be able to go into Twitch and it all just be integrated into one thing. And so what is going to happen is that it's all going to be integrated into the actual Twitch chat box itself. So, like, say for instance, everybody's going to have song requests. Everybody's going to have all these features. They're just going to have to either enable it or disable it. Now, when are these features rolling out? I don't know. I'm happy, but then I'm a little scared. And you're gonna sit there and say, and if you don't believe me, if you want, and you're like, "Whoa, Handy, what are you talking about?" Go check out Twitch's blogs. They released a blog about like what they're gonna be doing, and they already have lists of streamers that are already trying out these interactive overlays and these different techniques. Everything that Amazon can make money with, they're doing. It's because they see people are paying for some of the services. Yeah, exactly. Now, here's my thing. Sorry, I drank a lot of coffee before I started the podcast, so I'm like amped up, and I got burps and everything's going on, and I'm going full 40. So my thing with this is that now I don't know what's gonna happen with these third-party services. Are they just gonna like cancel Streamlabs? Are they gonna and you know one of the third-party services, if they do cancel services, there's gonna be canceling GameWisp, and GameWisp is how I get my subs. And if they cancel the third party, then that, third parties all together, then that means, GameWisp is no more, and that means that, the only way you can get subs is being partnered. Now, I'm not against it. It just, stinks for people that are, already getting subs, and it stinks for people that, like, how are those people that have already subbed to those people? What if they are like subbed in the middle of the month, and Twitch just decides to block them out? How do those people get their money back? And those are some questions. And the questions, are they gonna handle the bits? Are they gonna handle the donations like they do the bits? Are they gonna handle those are the questions that I have. And so I don't know. Do I think that it's gonna happen right away? No, I think it's gonna take a long time. Already, if you go into the bits section, they already have a section to where you actually get money for in-game revenue. So basically, what Amazon's trying to do with Twitch is basically, say if I play Call of Duty a lot, basically I'm pretty sure what's gonna end up happening is there's gonna be like a link, like next to my page, where you can buy Call of Duty digitally, and if you buy it from my link, then I get a portion of the revenue. I'm thinking there are partnered streamers that still continue to use GameWisp as well. Yeah, and I know, and I've already said that I'm saying this right now. When I get partnered, GameWisp is no more. I don't feel that I should have two sub services. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's stupid. So when I get partnered, not if I get partnered, it's when. I already know it's gonna happen. It's just gonna be when. When I get partnered, GameWisp will be no more. And if you guys want to transfer over to Twitch be a Twitch sub, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. It is what it is. It's not a big deal to me. But I refuse to double dip. That's like me having a stream tip, a stream labels, and that's like me having 3 donation links. That's kind of stupid, especially when it all just goes into one bank account. It's pretty stupid. So I hope I get partnered too, optional. But I prefer the long road. I don't want it to be all of a sudden I get partnered tomorrow.
You want to earn it.
I really want to earn it, and I feel that people that don't earn it, they don't appreciate it. They don't respect it as they should. They don't understand the heart and the struggle that it takes to be a good streamer, because you're not a good streamer overnight. Streaming is a learning process. There's mistakes that I make today that I'm like, oh dang, I shouldn't have said that, or dang, I shouldn't have done that. And it can make me a better streamer. Don't like the auto result stuff, GameWisp stuff. Well, here's the thing. you can disable that, or you could tell me if, say for instance, you want to sub to me. I could tell you how to disable that. You don't have to auto resub. I have many subs that do not auto resub. It's just you have to be able to uncheck that box when it says, "Do you want this to automatically take from your account?" Then you say no. So you don't necessarily have to auto resub, especially if you forget. I prefer you to not auto resub, just because I don't want you to put yourself in a bind to sub to me. I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for anybody else. I'm speaking for myself. I'd rather you just be a annual viewer. You said, really? I've never seen that option. I'll check it out. Yeah, you can, because I know, because when I subbed to Pooch, I asked Pooch about it, and Pooch was telling me about it, and I could have took it to where I didn't have to annually sub to Pooch. I annually automatically sub to Pooch. Regardless whether I'm in there or not, Pooch has shown me a lot of love. Pooch has shown me a lot of respect. Pooch has shown me a lot of things about Twitch. So just because I'm not in there doesn't mean I don't have love for Pooch. Pooch's schedule is just different from mine, and Pooch does not play a lot of IW. So I just tend to, not be there as much, but I still support him. He actually showed me that. I forget where exactly, but it's there. Yeah, Pooch is awesome. Pooch is a pretty cool guy. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little worried, because I use a lot of these third-party services. In fact, my alerts are Streamlabs. Everything that's in my stream right now is a third-party service. So if they decide to shut down all these third-party services, or say that these third-party services can't be done, then what am I going to do for my stream? Because I don't think they're going to have everything all together at once. You know what I mean? And that's just my biggest thing. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But to let you guys know that are streamers, just be out on the prowl looking. Now, and you're gonna sit there and say, well, what's another reason why they're doing this? I feel like another reason why they're doing this is because Beam already has everything integrated in their bot. Beam is really the efficient way to go. In fact, had I started streaming today, at this very point in time, if today was my very first day streaming, I would not be streaming on Twitch. I would be streaming on Beam. Why? Just because I think I like the more interaction. I like the interactional service. I like the multi-cam, where like if me and Dwight are playing a game together, it will stream us both at the same time on one channel. I think that's really freaking awesome. And I feel that in some cases, even though Twitch has got the money, Twitch has got the balls. I probably just lost monetization for that. I feel that they still feel a little threatened. And you're going to sit there and say, well, why do you not go? Because I love you guys. I love my audience. I love the fan base that I've built here. And it takes too much work to go and rebuild your fan base. And you sit there and say, oh, well, everybody will follow you. No, not everybody follows you over to a new platform. Because it's just convenient. Why go somewhere else if you don't got to? And so I just feel that, this is home and this is where I'll stay. So I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what Twitch does, but just be on the lookout. What was the next thing you wanted to bring up?
Now I got to remember it.
Oh, my bad. I totally went on a thing. It's cool.
No, you're good, because I was kind of like paying attention, and then I was like, well, I actually had something, but I gotta actually remember it now. I want to say it was E3 related, but
you said it was E3, but you said it was E3 related.
Oh man, it's not coming to me right now for whatever reason. I'll have to come back to it.
All right, option. That's what's up, man. Okay, well, we can go. I mean, do you have anything that you would like to say on that subject? I mean, the reason why I didn't ask because I know you're not really a streamer, so it's kind of hard for you to. Um,
Yeah, I don't. I mainly do post video content kind of thing. So I got you. One thing I do want to hype real quick, which I'm gonna be hyping every week. Summer Games Done Quick is coming, y'all. Basically, they're gonna be speed running a lot of awesome games, and I don't. They actually have a list online of most of the games they're gonna be speed running. Not all of them, but most of them. So, and then they're gonna have some races too. Some of the speedrunners are going to be going head to head on certain games like they do every year, which will be awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the second week of July, I
hmm.
believe, if I remember correctly. So it's coming. So maybe
Yes.
not next week, but the week after. So be on the lookout. Basically, for a full week straight, different, streamers and speedrunners are going to be basically speedrunning games 24 hours a day, switching off here and there. Donations are going to be flying. Basically, they're going to be raising money for Doctors Without Borders. So if you're interested, check them out on Twitch. I will be definitely watching them on Twitch whenever I'm off. I'm thinking about asking for a day off if they have certain games on certain days, depending on what the schedule is. I'll have to look it up and see what happens. But definitely hype about it. So
Definitely.
I want you guys to join the hype as well.
Definitely. And I will be also, no offense to my subs, no offense to my friends. If When Gamers and Done Quick is done, or When Gamers Done Quick is on after my stream, I will be hosting them automatically. Not automatically like auto host, because I don't have auto host. But I will be hosting their channel. Me and OG are no way affiliated with this in any way. We are not sponsored by Gamers Done Quick. We are not paid by Gamers Done Quick. We are just doing this out of the kindness of our hearts. It's just something that we are passionate about. I specifically, I think it's cool with the Doctors with No Borders thing because it's so hard to find the right doctors to do what you need to do in the right state and blah 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 blah. So more power to that. So during the when that's going on, just know that if you come to my channel and you can't or if you can't find Gamers Done Quick, go to Handy's channel, you'll find it, for sure. So definitely, man, definitely hype about that. Hopefully one day we'll be able to be a part of that. That would be really cool. Even if it's even if it's just commentary, cool. Even if it's just commentary, or talking or like hosting an event, that'd be really cool, man.
That would be cool.
That would be really awesome. Okay, so let me get this video ready because it's about to cause a lot of drama. For all you people that love the Xbox One X and are ready to buy the Xbox One X. So it is already, the cat is out of the bag that games are not really for really 4K native. And we're talking about, this is after E3, this is after everything that they're finding out that it's not 4K native, guys. Just like I said in the beginning when we first started, when it was the Project Scorpio, I told you guys it wasn't going to be native 4K. I told you. I said it was going to be checkerboard resolution. It was going to be checkerboard simulation. And guess what they found out? It's checkerboard. It's checkerboard. It's checkerboard. So you guys that are totally, psyched about buying native 4K, you're not buying native 4K. And one of the games that is not going to be in native 4K is, are you ready? Assassin's Creed. Off the shelf right now, Assassin's Creed is not going to be native 4K. So, if you guys are buying the Xbox One X for native 4K, you're being fooled. And they specifically said people will do anything they can to get you to buy their systems. And they've even shown in this video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys on where PlayStation's done it, where Nintendo's done it, where PlayStation 2 did it when PlayStation 2 came out, they did whatever they want you to say to get you to buy their system. Hold on, let me. I'm getting the video. Luckily, because I have an i7 now, I can totally do this without lagging anything. So it's pretty cool. So I could even play the video in the background right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that because you wouldn't be able to see it, so that would be kind of pointless. So I'm just letting you guys know that right now, man. Like, I'm not saying it's not going to be a good system. It's going to be an okay system, but you know, it's not. If you're buying it for native 4K, you're buying it for the wrong reasons. It's not going to be the native 4K.
Skip it up.
It's exactly doing.
They crammed into the Xbox One X. Does blow me away.
Okay, so, and he also does a link in the other videos where the people actually do the test. There's guys that have done the test already on the Xbox One X already, and they have showing that that it's not native 4K. So here you guys go. For your own reading, for your own digest. Have fun. Now, this is exactly what I tried to tell you guys. This was just going to be just like the PlayStation Pro. The PlayStation Pro does not go at native 4K. Now, mind you, it is an impressive system for $500. It is an impressive system for $500. But if you're buying it for native 4K, you're being fooled. And again, this is why I'm not spending my money on the Xbox One X. My Xbox One plays just fine. There's no need for it. I don't care if it makes my 1080p look more crisp. It doesn't matter to me because my 1080p looks fine the way that it is. Now, only reason why I'm doing this is because I know you all, a lot of you people, including people that I played with last night in Team Ponage, was all excited about the 4K resolution. And, you know, I just didn't say nothing because I didn't want to start a big debate. I actually like where I'm at. And a lot of people, when I bring up this debate, they hate on me. They get a lot of, frustration with me. Because they feel like, Xbox won't lie to us. PlayStation won't lie to us. These gaming industries won't lie to us. But they've been lying to us ever since PlayStation 2. Do you guys not even realize the PlayStation 2 was supposed to have PlayStation 3 was supposed to have 2 HDMI ports? 2 HDMI ports. Where's it at? Where is it at? It's not there. It didn't come out with 2 HDMI ports. Do y'all realize that they said when Crackdown 3 was going to come out for the Xbox One, when Xbox One first came out, they were like, the cloud is going to be able to do all this processing power and be able to do all these groundbreaking graphics, and they're going to be able to think for itself, and the ground or the environments are going to be so destructible in all these games. Okay, but ask me this. Why are they not talking about the cloud now? Because the cloud was just a selling point to get you to buy the Xbox One, even though they knew that the PlayStation 4 technically on paper was better than the Xbox One. On paper, the Xbox One sucks compared to the PS4. On paper, it does. But they both suck in general because they both take up so much RAM. Because, and this is what I'm saying. Right now, if I was to switch over right now and I was to get on my PlayStation right now and turn on YouTube, it takes me forever to get on YouTube on my PlayStation. I like the experience. It plays differently than the Xbox, but it takes forever for it to load up. And that's not the PlayStation's fault necessarily. It's just the RAM. That's where these systems lack in, is the RAM. It's like having a Galaxy 7 with 2 gigs of RAM. It doesn't matter how good the phone looks. It's going to be slow because of the RAM. And you know, and so all these things where these people lied about, you know, these things that were coming to pass never happened with these other gaming companies. And it's like, but yet you guys expect, oh, Xbox is not going to lie to us now because, you know, because it's the 4K terafloppy, you know. But I'm telling you guys, man, save your money. Wait. I'm not saying that it's not going to deliver, but I'm saying wait for the price to drop. I don't know. So, and I know you want to weigh on this, OG. So go ahead, man. Let it go, man. Let it go. Let it rain.
Honestly, I'm just not surprised. That's really where I'm at with this. Like you said in the past, I'm so used to, you know, new systems being overhyped hardcore, just to find out that they only have a certain amount of what they talked about. These were just ideas that they kind of wanted to do, but because of deadlines or whatever the case may be, they didn't put it in, or they decided, well, you can have it, but you have to pay extra to put this adapter on, whatever the case may be. So I'm used to it. It's no surprise to me. I'm not like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, yeah, it sucks, but you know, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
It's not like it's never happened. You know
I know.
What I mean?
My favorite excuse is, oh, we felt that it wasn't best for the consumer. That's my favorite excuse. We felt that it wasn't in the best interest of the consumer at this time, and that we needed to hold off due to production. Those are the best ones. Those are the best. Production. Yep. Even Nintendo has lied to us. Nintendo has been the biggest liars. In the beginning, when it came to the Wii U and the Wii, sorry to say, Nintendo, love you to death, but you've lied to us a lot. You know, there has not been one gaming company that has not lied to us. So, you know, yeah, that is a lame excuse, but you know what? We buy into it. We are we are adult babies. And I say this with all due respect, because we see something shiny, we see something dangling, we see something new, we see something fresh, and they dangle it in front of our eyes, all of a sudden we want it. We gotta have it. And that becomes a problem. You know, because we're not really thinking about the reality of the situation. And, you know, and this is exactly what I was talking about it. And I said, I'm not going to be fooled this time. I wasn't fooled with the PS4 Pro. I wasn't fooled with the Xbox One X. I'm not going to be fooled with the Xbox One X. You're not going to fool me. You know, you guys, whoever wants to buy the Xbox One X, more power to you. Love, you must got $500 to blow. You know, that's cool. I ain't got that kind of money, so, you know, if I see something like that, I'm gonna do my research. And it was just so happenly enough, I wasn't even looking for this story. It miraculously popped up on my YouTube feed. So thank you, YouTube, because I really wasn't looking. This was not even gonna be my main topic of today, and I said, finally, some evidence, some proof. And you can see, they show you a part where the graphics are checkerboarding. They show you a part where the graphics are not shiny and stuff like that. Really, honestly, that doesn't bother me because I don't care about graphics. But what bothers me is when you people are coming to me as this is your selling point. This is your selling point. This is the point where you're telling me, Handy, this is why you gotta buy a Xbox One X because of 4K graphics. And even if you don't got a 4K TV, it makes your 1080p look amazing. And you know what? I would understand it, and I would totally be into it if they wouldn't lie to me about it. So, you know what I mean? But the fact that they lie to me about it, I'm gravy, baby. I'm good. I keep my Xbox One X, or my Xbox One, and my PlayStation 4. I'm good.
No, I do kind of want to give you guys a disclaimer, though. Like, we're not trying to tell you guys these systems are going to be bad or anything like that.
No.
We're just kind of giving you the truth of what's been put out there. I mean, I have friends who every time a new system comes out, they have to buy it. They don't care about what the hype is. They just like to be the first to have it, so that they can be on top of their gaming game, which I can totally respect. And if they end up enjoying it, and that's all the better. So just don't try not to get overhyped about certain things, especially when it's gonna be brand new that we don't know too much about. Say, okay, that would be a cool thing if they had it, kind of a thing.
Right.
And if they don't have it, you're not too disappointed. You know what
Right.
I mean? But if they do
Exactly.
have it, you can feel better about
Exactly. Like, I'm just trying to make sure you don't buy $400 worth of hype. That's all it is. If you want to buy a brand new Xbox because you want to, more power to you. Because you want the better RAM, more power to you. In fact, my selling point to be for the Xbox One X, if I was Microsoft, I would say this. I would say, you know what? The reason why I would buy the Xbox One X is because it has more RAM than the PlayStation and the Xbox One. And so your UI will not lag at all. You will not have any lag in your UI. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
That's the truth. That's a good selling point. Could you sell that for $400? Probably not. You'd probably.
But at least you gave them some real legitimate reasons why. And I would do the same thing. If I told you, hey, this is why you think you should buy a Switch, I would come up with a different selling point. I would say, well, you're already into mobile gaming anyway. This is basically the Nintendo's newest product that allows you to do it. You
Right.
can play all kinds of games. They've ported, the new Legend of Zelda on it. They even have, one of the Elder Scrolls games on it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's lots of games you can play, and you can bring it back to the old school where you can be with your friends and play together in person. And boom, with the Switch, you can do that. You bring yours, they have theirs, and you're one big happy family.
What's up,
So,
Bezoid? Yeah, and
so I can sell it to you too, but I'm gonna sell it to you the way that it is.
Yeah, exactly. And the main thing I would say to you on the Switch is like, if you really want to get into mobile gaming, Nintendo's always been on point with their handhelds. Like they've always been
Ever
number one.
since the Game Boy.
Like think about it, they killed Game Gear. That was like really the only. That was really
Okay, hold on. Before you say that, Game Gear killed itself. It was just a terrible.
What? Why would you?
No,
No.
I'm thinking of that virtual thing. Never
Yeah,
mind that.
no. Yeah, I'm thinking about Game Gear. Sega Game Gear was tight.
Yeah, no, that one was good. I'm thinking of that. What was that virtual reality thing that they had supposedly, where it was
Virtual Boy?
or whatever?
Was it?
Yeah, Virtual Boy.
That was Nintendo. That wasn't Sega.
Yeah, that was the one. Was it Nintendo? Either
That
way,
was Nintendo. Yeah.
that was like the one garbage thing they did. But every other handheld in history has been at least decent. And Nintendo's always been ahead on that.
Yeah. Nintendo. Once Nintendo came out with the 3DS, and the Game Boy Advance, it was over. Like,
Yeah,
and the
I
Game
used
Boy
to have
Color.
an SP.
And the Game Boy Color? Well, I don't know. I didn't really like the Game Boy Color. The Game Boy Color was weird to me. It was really weird.
But the DS is definitely legit. And,
Yeah, the DS, and the Game Boy Advance. They killed it. They even killed what was them Tiger handhelds, man. What was those? Remember when you used to get those those Tiger handhelds?
Oh yeah, you can play those generic versions of Street Fighter and all that.
Yeah, generic versions of Street Fighter, generic versions of Mortal Kombat. Because even those were badass in the day, but Nintendo killed it. You know what I mean? So, that's where my selling point would be. And like I said, if you guys have the money to buy the Xbox One X, more power to you. But, I don't know. I got to make sure I make a good investment before I just go out and throw $500 on a Wish. Just like when I bought this, or when my wife bought this laptop for me for Father's Day. She made me double, triple, quadruple check this laptop would work. Because if she spent this money and this laptop didn't work, she would have had my neck. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot of money,
Oh yeah.
And, and that's just where I'm at, with people. Because a lot of people are just buying into the hype of 4K. And it's like, okay, well, if that's the only reason why you're buying it, let me break it down for you real quick. Because you're not really buying 4K. Even right now, you're not buying 4K. So, you know, I don't know, guys. You know, just be wary. You know, if you have the money, like I said, go ahead and do it. But don't.
And I think that's probably one of my biggest disappointments in terms of E3. I mean, I did enjoy E3, like I said last week, but one of the biggest disappointments, because there are always bad sides, obviously,
There's bad
is that
sides
there are
every
a
day.
lot of companies that were hyping more of the graphics than the actual games themselves. And a lot of times when I see E3, I want to hear about the games. I don't
Right,
give a crap
exactly.
about the graphics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Are there going to be good games coming out? Is there a game that's going to make you say, "Crap, I need to save my money"? That's where your selling point should always be. Really, is the games. You know?
Right. I want to know about replay value. I want to know about in depth. I want to know about customization. I want to know about socialization. I want to know what I can do. What are my limits? How many hours I can put in the game? You know, because, but I feel like that's where what's going wrong with games these days is that people are so focused on graphics that all the meat and potatoes are going into graphics and are not going into the in-depth part of the game. So you're pretty much buying $60 worth of graphics, and then but then you're only getting like what 10 hours of gameplay. And then there's like mostly no replay value. Now I'm not saying that with all games. Some games have really good replay value, like Final Fantasy 15. You know, mostly your good IPs that are one-player games. But some of these games that you're sitting here paying $60 for, Call of Duty, blah blah blah, all these other games, they really don't have a good $60 value because they're partially broken. They're partially, don't function right. Their servers are half a mess. All these other issues are half a mess. But yet, hey, the game looks nice. You know what I mean? Hey, you're able to do this and that with the graphics. And I just feel like in the gaming industry, the priorities are backwards. And I feel like we just need to go back to the heartbeat of gaming. Because the heartbeat of gaming is not the graphics itself. Think about it. The reason why people go back to Mario is not because of the graphics. The reason why people go back to Mario is because the in-depthness of the game and how many hours you can put into Super Mario World. Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Back in the day when Nintendo and Sega and all of them were big, like graphics wasn't really that great. Let's just be for real. I mean, they looked great at the time because we didn't know what it was. But, a lot of the selling points that made a game good was its storytelling or its combat or,
What's up, Meek? Go ahead.
They had to actually make the game good as opposed to just making it look nice. Right. And that's kind of where a lot of games lack these days.
Right. I'll be really, really honest with you. I'll be 100 honest with you. When I first got my Nintendo 64 and I popped in the game and I saw the blocky graphics, I was disappointed. I thought my Nintendo 64 was broken because I was like kind of like those guys that like I'd rather play a nice 16-bit or a nice 12-bit game over a blocky game. But then once I really started to dive into the games like Perfect Dark and all the other stuff, all that stuff didn't matter to me. It was a fun. It was an enjoyment. It was a good experience. It was a good experience. It was in depth at the time. Yeah, in the time, GoldenEye was in depth. In the time, Perfect Dark was in depth. There was so much in depthness to the games.
Smash Brothers was in depth. That like became a big deal. Actually, Smash Brothers is Nintendo's competitive staple. Like even Evo, who for those who don't know is the big like fighting game tournament that they have every year, and I think they've been doing it in Vegas now. Smash Brothers has been a part of that lately. You know what I mean? So, in the 64 count with Smash Brothers was made a big hit. They were good games, and and that's kind of, and not to say that there are no good games these days, but it's different now because the story content, especially in RPGs, is not nearly as good as it used to be. And, I mean, like I said, everything just looks prettier for the most part. Now, I still enjoy RPGs. Don't get me wrong, not just on mobile, but even on like consoles. But the story doesn't get me as often. Now, Final Fantasy 15 did have a fantastic story, so I
Yes.
will give them credit on it. But I will tell you right now, the Final Fantasy 13 story was garbage. Even though I liked the game, I still think the story was garbage. And even 12, I wasn't that impressed with. So before 15, the last Final Fantasy game that I thought had a halfway decent story would have probably been 9. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
10 was kind of confusing as fuck, and then yeah, so I would say 9 was probably like the last time they had a good story before 15.
Right. And and I realize the time. So I just want to speaking about Final Fantasy, I'm getting pushed to buy Final Fantasy 14 by other people, not just by Beasley, but other people. But here's the thing. Here's where I'm turned off about Final Fantasy 14. You have to pay a monthly subscription to the game to play it. So I think it's like $15 on top of your PlayStation subscription, and on top of
your
the
cable
game,
bill.
and on top of the cable bill, and on top of the game. So
Now, I will kind of break that down for you because ideally that does sound like a stupid deal.
mhm,
However, there are many MMOs that do require a monthly fee,
mhm,
and a lot of those games that have those kind of things typically have good servers.
mhm.
Typically are worth it, I guess is the best way to put it. Now, I'm not trying to sell Final Fantasy 14. I never played it in my life. Now, I have a friend that's hardcore into it, but I'm not really, I don't really do Final Fantasy MMOs. I just do the mobile MMOs.
and and
But
to be clear, the storyline takes place before Bahamut in the moon or whatever. It's like a prequel of Bahamut. So like Bahamut,
okay,
yeah. So it's a good era. Okay. It's like a prequel of Final Fantasy 7, I think. I would guess. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not.
eh,
I'm
I
not.
wouldn't go that far because I mean, Bahamut was pretty much in a lot of the older ones too, so I wouldn't say 7. But
Okay.
I'll put it to you this way: you don't play MMOs for its story. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you.
That's very
You
true.
really don't.
That's really true. That's really true. So what you're saying is you don't, but you wouldn't really play Final Fantasy MMOs.
Well, I'm saying that if I was in, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with paying a monthly fee for an MMO as long as it provides the services that it needs. It's good content, as far as what you can do, rating and all that stuff. You're not getting a bunch of glitchy stuff and all that kind of stuff. As long as the game works properly, there's nothing wrong with it. 'Cause there's lots of MMOs that have monthly services, and for what I've been told, they're good for whatever reason that they're good for.
Mm,
So there's
I,
nothing wrong with that if you're willing to do it. Now, seeing your schedule, it might not be worth it for you because if
hell
you're going to
no.
pay that kind of money, you're going to be on it all the time. You're not going to be on it all the time, so that
No.
might not be good for you.
No, it's
So it
not.
depends on your lifestyle, really.
It's not a fast enough. It's not a fast paced enough game for me, especially for streaming. Like, I have a
Yeah,
friend.
that I wouldn't do it in your situation. I don't
Yeah,
think it's worth it
yeah.
for you. But I'm not. All I'm saying is it's not a bad idea in general.
No,
That
it's
was
not. No, it's definitely not. I just think it's a lot of money to invest.
actually $15 a month is not really bad, in
But I
my
mean,
opinion.
if you think about it like this, right? You're paying $50 a month. You got to pay the game, so that's already, what, 15 plus 60, and then you have your internet bill on top of that, which mine is in the hundreds. So you might as well tax that with your internet bill. So I don't know. I just look at the financial part, but I guess if you're really into the game,
Well,
and
see, for me personally, I don't think it's a big
it's
deal
thirteen
because
dollars. It's $13. I was told it was $15 a month.
well, prices change off and on, so I mean that could be possible. But either way, like personally speaking, I would if I wasn't, assuming that I was playing Final Fantasy, 14 or something. If I wasn't playing Final Fantasy 14, I would be spending 10, $15 on another game.
That's
As a
very
matter of
true.
fact, I spend about $15 a month on Seven Nights, and I don't even have to. I do
That's
it just
true.
because I enjoy the game.
That's true.
So it's not like, you know, you wouldn't be spending the money anyway. You're just spending it somewhere else.
That's true.
So,
I did spend $100 on Call of Duty PS4, so I mean, yeah.
there you go.
I mean, yeah. That's true. But it's
So it is worth it.
yeah. And again,
But just for your current lifestyle, not for you specifically, but in general, it is worth it.
yeah, I was just disappointed kind of because I was actually thinking about, because remember, we said we were going to get with Bezoid and we were going to do that. So, but I don't know if I'm willing to pay the extra money a month to do it.
For a game, you're really not going to play that often.
Only with you guys. Only with Bezoid and only with you. And, you know, so I don't know. It's it just all depends. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to discuss?
Oh, no, I think we've covered a lot of good material. So I think this is a good stopping point for this week.
Definitely. Well, I'll go ahead and let you take us out, my friend.
So first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for paying attention to this video. For those of you who are watching live, we really do appreciate you. And for those that are watching the video in the future or listening, we do appreciate that as well. You know, it's always nice to know there are actually people who care about what we're talking about. You know what I mean? We do this for fun, and it's nice to know that other people enjoy it. I mean, that's kind of part of why we do this, to share our passion with you guys. So we appreciate it.
Definitely.
And yes, we do also appreciate the donations as well. I'm not going to ignore that too. That is awesome and fantastic. It's not something we really ask for, but whenever we get it, we do definitely appreciate it. So thank you guys for that. And even for those who don't donate, we appreciate the fact that you at least listen. So that's perfect.
Definitely.
Just keep in mind that, you know, Handy Kill Cam is still strong on Twitch, so, you know, keep checking them out. And if you guys are into certain mobile games, and definitely look at my past videos on YouTube. I don't post as much as I used to, but I do plan on making more videos here and there. So, you know, I'm not done with YouTube or anything like that. But
he's quitting. No, I'm just kidding.
No. But yeah, we thank you guys for watching, and unless, you know, our boy Hanny has anything to say, you guys take it easy.
I do have two things to say. If you did miss the name, OG Crunks' name is on his picture. I legitimately put it on his picture, so you and his little YouTube symbol. So that's his YouTube channel, his handle. Also, remember. Tomorrow is Thursday. I'm over at the Able Gamers channel, so please come and show your support for your boy Handy Kill Cam, even if it's just to come by and say hi. Come show support over there at the Able Gamers channel at the same time, not same place, 10 a.m. from 2 p.m. And with that said, Bezoid says, I'm going to let him have the last comment. He says, I'm actually playing Final Fantasy 14 right now. That's what's up, Bezoid. That's what's up, man. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to host somebody. Again, I appreciate all the love and the support, man. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you guys tomorrow at the Able Gamers channel. We're going to go ahead and host somebody real quick. Let's see who we going to host. Who is online? Let's see. Who is online? Let's see.
Who is online, y'all?
Who is online, y'all?
Who is online?
Who is online? Let's see. Yo, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and show some grandpa some love. Let's go show grandpa some love. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, work through, go through. And we got it. Let's go. Handy. Read. Alright. And now we will be offline. We're actually online. We're still on YouTube right now. So if there's anything you want to say to the YouTube audience, go ahead.
Well, for the YouTube audience, like I said earlier, even though I don't post as much videos as I used to, I'm still here, and I'm going to probably be working more or less on 7 nights potentially, and then maybe Duel Links once I get back into it, because right now I've been taking a break on Duel Links, which is why I haven't seen many videos lately. As far as Fire Emblem, unfortunately, I just haven't had the time to play it, so that's why I haven't been able to keep up with those videos. So you might not see any Fire Emblem for a while, but for those who watch me Definitely look forward to some Seven Nights update videos and for some future Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links videos.
And there we are. We are out.